Hey, boss, we crunched the numbers. His story doesn't check out. What do you mean? I mean, either his top 5 is fake news, or the facts aren't the facts. Well, which is it? The facts are always the facts. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peridiam, and welcome to part 2 of the top 5 greatest female challenge beasts in Survivor. This is a follow-up video to part 1 of the same subject, so if you haven't seen part 1, maybe go check that out first. A link should pop up about now, so there you go. This video, part 2, will entirely spoil part 1. However, guys, gals, y'all, yins, here's the situation. Peridiam, part 1 already had the top 5. Are you counting backwards to 5? To 10? Why is this a 2-part series for a top 5 that you already listed? All great questions. I'm glad I asked. In part 1, I goofed. I done goofed. I've never made a video like this before, so let me explain. It's 11 p.m. last Tuesday night, and I'm crunching more female challenge beast numbers just to see where some of the women I didn't check on may land in the overall big picture of greatest challenge beasts. I've been out of town all week, my latest video is ready to go for a Wednesday afternoon, and suddenly I come across a glitch in the Matrix. Uh-oh. I tell myself, I have to dig deeper. And then I dig deeper, and suddenly I am not just digging deeper, but sideways, diagonal, and somehow upwards too. Like a turtle birthing an egg, new numbers were piling up left and right, and now, here I am.
Yeah, you literally just dropped. You fell off the challenge.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Nah, I'd say that's a sign of a warrior. I can tell everybody you're okay.
Yeah, I'm great.
Lauren is okay. Just get back in this.
The truth is that the top 5 female challenge beasts listed in part 1 are not, in fact, the top 5, according to the stats I have compiled. They were at the time, but that's because I didn't listen to Probst and dig deeper. I mean, I dug deep, I just didn't dig deep enough. So I'm correcting that top 5 with this video. This video is the true top 5 as I believe it to be as of right now. And so let me just say first and foremost, the top 2 from part 1 aren't changing. Kim is still number 2 and Chrissy is still number 1. Ladies, you're off the hook. But Laura at 3, Jenna at 4, and Kelly Wigglesworth at number 5 is not the case. Jenna is actually at number 7 and Kelly is at 10, rounding out the top 10. And that's the top 10. I forgot how to count. So who are the true number 3, number 4, and number 5? Well, let's talk about that. Number 5.
It's now down to Jason versus Michelle for food. Jason all over the place now, but he's still in it. But he can't do it. Jason is out. Michelle wins food.
Congratulations.
Have a seat, Michelle, and I'll bring it to you.
Thank you.
Number 5 is a player that I think some may question being this high, but again, these are the stats. The 5th greatest challenge beast, statistically speaking, ahead of Jenna and Kelly, is actually Michelle Fitzgerald, controversial from Survivor Co. Wrong. Michelle won 13 of 23 challenges, a 56% win rate, with 3 individual challenge wins to boot, although one of them was at the final 3 against 2 other people, so it was kind of like a truel, and another one was at an individual reward challenge at the final 8 against just Scott and Jason, because the challenge was split into 3s, but you know what, whatever, those challenges do still count. You get the W. Low key, Michelle has done really well for herself in this department of the game, winning challenges, and I would argue it is largely why she won that season in the first place. By not losing challenges in the pre-merge, followed by winning individual challenges at exactly the right time at the end. Had she not won that clutch immunity at the final 4, she very likely does not win that season, and now here we have the numbers to show that she's not a slouch to be underestimated. Of course, I would bet anything that if she did ever play again, she would be underestimated, but it is what it is.
If she's right, it would be a big win.
Jeff?
Say it.
Blindsided.
Michelle wins individual immunity. Will not be blindsided tonight. at Tribal Council.
Which brings us to number 4. Number 4 is in fact Laura Moret from part 1, who I've already talked about. The same things I said about her in part 1 still apply here, just there is one woman who happens to be ahead of her in the top 5. Not if we're counting duels. If we're counting Redemption Island duels, nobody beats Laura. It's not even close. Which really brings us to the true bronze medalist of everything, number 3 on the list. It is a woman who I honestly cannot believe I overlooked in part 1. It's Andrea Belke from Survivor Game Changers, Karamoan, and Redemple Temple. There were several players I missed who fell between the cracks because they were never major challenge beasts in any one season, but collectively have put up some very impressive numbers across the board. Andrea is in fact the only 3-time player in this top 5, and there is something to be said about consistently performing well each time you play, without being out in front or lagging behind. Andrea has competed in 54 challenges. That is a whopping amount without counting the 2 duels from Redemption Island that she did win, having won 28 of those 54 challenges, or 52% total. For a 3-time player, that is crazy. That's not only a lot of challenges, but a lot of wins, rivaling the highest numbers of anyone in Survivor history.
Make a deal.
Wanna scoot up or something?
We could do 1 foot.
Historic. They made their own rules up to finish out this challenge. Brenda falls in first. Andrea wins immunity.
That's the actual top 5 version 2.0. Michelle, Laura, Andrea, Kim, and Chrissy. So you know what? Because we're already all here, let's talk about the rest for a minute. Jenna Maraska, as I said, is number 7. But what about number 6? Number 6 is Amanda Kimmel from Survivor China, Micronesia, and Heroes vs. Villains. Amanda has 5 individual wins with a 44% win rate across 3 seasons. Really impressive too, though a bit lower than Andrea for a 3-timer. After Amanda is Kathy Vavrick O'Brien at number 8 with a higher win percentage at 46%, but less individual wins at 4. That said, she only played in 2 seasons, so had she played 1 more, it could have been even higher. At number 9, my lucky number, I have Parvati Shallow, who also garnered 5 wins across 3 seasons, winning 40% of all challenges and being the challenge beast of the Heroes vs. Villains All-Star season we all know so well. In part 1, many of you guys cried out, "Where's Parvati, Peridiam?" Well, I heard you and it wasn't in vain. Here she is.
How in the heck are you staying on like that? Wow. You want me to win?
I'll win, because you're the item.
Kelly Wigglesworth is the new number 10. Same stats as before, just a little bit lower, but still 10th is good. I mean, if you think about it, if this was a top 10 video, she would totally be in it. And hey, it's technically not even a top 10 video, and she is still in it. Twice. I also did look into Brenda, Carolyn, Dara, Monica Culpepper, Danny, Tasha, and yes, Tina Wesson. None of them cracked my top 10, but the order I just listed them in is the order I have them in after Kelly. I also want to say I didn't include some players like Stacy from Survivor Fiji, because even though she won 15 of 22 challenges, which is an insane amount considering how many she played in, only one of those 15 wins was an individual win. Same thing with some players like the Karor tribe or Monica Padilla randomly from Survivor Samoa, who has won a lot, but she never won individually. Or Christine from Survivor South Pacific, who won 6 of 8 challenges, but 5 of them were 1 versus 1 duels. Even though 6 of 8 is impressive, I didn't include her because I need more data to feel comfortable including her in the first place. At least with Michelle Fitzgerald, she competed in 23 challenges, 3 times as many, so I felt a little bit better putting her in the top 10, let alone the top 5. Lastly, I do want to make mention of one player out of left field. It's a woman with a 63% win rate, even higher than the highest of Laura Moret, who also won 2 individual challenges, a pretty decent amount, all in 1 season. I'm talking about Julia Sokolowski from Survivor Co. Wrong, the partner in crime of Michelle. Similar to Stacy from Survivor Fiji, Julia could potentially be included in this top 5 with these impressive stats, having won 10 of 16 challenges, but I decided against it because 8 of her 10 wins were in groups. This is more my call. If you'll want to include her, the numbers are there to back it up. Still though, she is a good ingredient for a winning combination. All this being said, perhaps this part 2 is an overcorrection on my part, but I want to sleep better at night, and accurate numbers help me just, I don't know, a bit.
4 with 9 equals out. But, I'm sorry, yeah. No, okay. 4 with 9 equals out.
Plus, it's all just more reason to talk more Survivor and make one more video before the next episode next week, so whatever, I don't know, I'm not complaining. I hope you guys aren't either. Thank you guys so much for letting me humor you with this part 2 of a top 5. This is not the norm, I swear. I've never done this before, and I don't think I'm going to be needing it for the top 5 men. It's not as surprising as the top 5 of this video, I will just say that, but either way, my name is still Peridiam. I hope you guys enjoyed this extra video. Don't forget to carry the 1 on the way out, and I will see you in just a few days once I literally get going on ranking the top 5 male challenge beast. It's happening.
Parvati, nice job.
Thank you.
Parvati is safe at Tribal Council, guaranteed a spot in the final 5. Kathy.
What?
You want this?
Yeah!
Come get it.
All right, baby!
Well earned. Amanda wins final immunity and is guaranteed a spot at the final Tribal Council.
Me too. Good job, babies. You did awesome. Good job. You did awesome.
Michelle has it. Michelle wins individual immunity. Guaranteed spot in the final 3. Wow. Nobody saw that coming. Mike drops his vase.
Good job, buddy.
Andrea stays alive and will re-enter this game and continue her quest for the $1 million prize and the title of Sole Survivor.